So from here, we're going to go into the sixth match and now the semi-main of the night, which is going to be a six-person tag match between Saya Iida, Hazuki, and Mayu Iwatani representing Stars against Queen's Quest, the team of Utami Hayashishita, Saya Kamitani, and Azumi. This match was fun. I enjoyed the starting with Utami and Iida, where there was a bit of a power struggle. And bless her heart, Iida always tries so hard to really show her power. Utami, though, is a very much a tank in her own respect. She really did outpower Iida for a lot of their time together. When they did tag out, Azumi and Hazuki took over the match, and man, did that change the pace of the match. I love how switching out the characters, people within the Stardom kind of locker room almost instantaneously changes the styling of the match. We went from like a big power and strike fest with Iida and Utami to now this high speed strikery and submissionness of Azumi and Hazuki. Oh, this was fun. Hazuki and Azumi have some really great in ring chemistry. I really enjoy watching the two of them together because they almost like seem to bring out emotion in each other. They both get very into whatever it is that they're doing. I really appreciate that when I see that with a pair of workers. Kamitani and Hazuki also working very, very well together. I wouldn't mind seeing Hazuki challenge maybe for that title one day. That would be something to see. um, the Utami and Mayu getting into the ring, they really kicked up the pace of this match. Their champion. Why do I keep calling the captains the champions? Whew, I'm got a weird autocorrect going in my brain today.
because there's not a champion captain on either team because technically the captain
Right?
is the non-champion on one team and Maya doesn't have a belt anymore.
Yeah. Goodness. Focus, Melball. But Mayu and Itami really kicked up this match. These girls put in power for power. Iwatani, again with this reckless disregard for her personal health and safety. I have to say though, it does always add to the entertainment, level of her matches, and it really makes her opponents work so hard to not drop her or kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the thrust kick that Iwatani was able to pull off on Utami, though, was absolutely unreal. It stopped Utami in her tracks. She sold it so, so well. But she kicked her so hard that Iwatani turned herself inside out. It was so cool. I really enjoyed that spot. There was a chop off between Iida and Azumi that I was shocked that Iida actually came off on bottom side of. Like I
No,
was
no. Iida ended up getting her speed chops in the end of that.
Yeah, but she ended up getting over. Yeah, well, we'll give her that. Yes, I do like the machine gun
She won the
chops.
chop
Yes.
battle part, but
She
then
won the
Azumi
chop
decided to.
battle, just not the war on that one. Something I noted, both teams working so super well together, really showing that team camaraderie. Whenever all three would get into the ring, all of their moves were very reminiscent of LIJ, very imperfectly perfect and organic in their own perfect way. They lined up so amazingly. I loved seeing each one get in there. In the end, though, the magic killer by Kamitani and Utami, with Azumi following up with that diving double stomp or the coup de grace, as people who are fans of Finn Balor know, to pin Iida for the win on Queen's Quest. Man, Andre, what did you think of this one? This was fun.
Dude, this was there was so much happening in this match. I took a bunch of notes because there's always so much happening in this,
Excellent.
and like I just absolutely phenomenal. My like Utami's angle slam, dude, it's absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. And then I'm sorry, there was just one other thing I kind of lost it in here. There was Azumi did this really like almost acrobatic roll to get Iida into was it the Rings of Saturn that
Oh,
Iida
yeah,
then
yeah.
reversed into a pin for
Mm-hmm.
two. Like it was really good. I really liked just how everybody worked together in this match. But the finish, I thought great. Kamitani Utami hitting that magic killer to onto Iida, and Azumi getting the stomp off the top. Looked really good.
They worked very, very well together. Very fun match. So from here, we're going to go into the main event of the evening, another 6-person tag match. This was so much fun. We have Mirai, Ami Sohrei, and Syuri representing God's Eye, and we have Giulia, Himeka, and Maika representing Donna Del Mondo. This was so fun. The tension between Syuri and Giulia right now is just palatable. You can feel it. Yeah, we're not even in the building. We can feel it here in Canada. It is incredible. Sorry, I had mentioned in videos before that I'm noticing, especially at the end of the Goddess of Stardom tournament, very vicious streak she's starting to go on. I feel that is maybe in preparation for her face off with Giulia. Who knows? But she just seems very angry, and she is taking it out on whoever unfortunately happens to be on the opposite side of the ring from her. Her kicks are incredible, and something I also know, she's usually very animated in the face, very, very similar to like Kamitani, how she's almost over animated with her expressions. Suri has really not been over animated since the Goddess of Stardom tournament ended. Very, very serious, very angry, very almost furrowed in the brow. I think the only time that I saw her a little over expressive was in that crossover, the historic crossover show when she was teaming with Lawler.
Yeah, but I think she was feeding off of his very
it's
big
hard
personality.
not to. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, since she's been very, very serious, very vicious, very mean streak she's had. Mirai and Ami both got those wicked, wicked chops. I can't remember who they were doing it on. I want to say it was Maika, but they were getting wicked, wicked loud, loud, loud chops. These girls, they know how to tenderize them
Yeah, I
titties.
think it was on Maika because I remember I noted this somewhere near like the chops on Maika were crazy loud.
Yeah, very, very loud. Very loud. Lots of tenderizing. Himeka strong arming her way through everyone at one point. She does really, really good run throughs for double teams and stuff like that. Very, very strong. I feel like the Jumbo Princess name is appropriate because she's just so gosh darn cute. You wouldn't think that she would be willing and able to just punch you in the face, yet here we are. Sorry, locking up a sharpshooter. Again, I can't remember who she did that on. I didn't know who she locked it on. I want to say it might have been Maika again.
No, that wasn't that the spot that her and Giulia were trading submissions.
Yeah, I was gonna say Giulia returning the favor, so
Yeah,
it must have been when they were reversing. Yeah.
Yeah, because she applied like Syuri applies a sharpshooter, and then Giulia reversed it into her own sharpshooter, and then Syuri reversed it into like a knee bar, and then Giulia got her own knee bar on at the same time, and they were going back and forth with the submissions there. Yeah. Yeah, they were fighting for submission dominance from the sharpshooter. Oh, it was sharpshooter into it was a sharpshooter from Syuri to a sharpshooter from Giulia to an SDF from Syuri to an SDF from Giulia, then into the knee bars.
Really a battle of anything you can do, I can do better. Anything I can
Pretty
do.
much. And that's true. Giulia did it all better because she was the one in the end pulling that knee bar and making Syuri grab the rope. So Giulia's better.
It was. And Giulia pinning Ami Sohrei after a glorious driver to end the main event. This was a fun match, and there was a lot of banter with mercifully subtitles happening throughout this entire match between Syuri and Giulia, which I really appreciated seeing. This was a lot of fun, Andre. What do you think?
I had a great time. Like I'll admit I'm not the biggest fan of God's Eye itself because I'm not the biggest fan of Syuri. And it's nothing against her. I just her character and stuff I haven't really been able to really sink myself into as much. Like so I think that affects my entire look at God's Eye as a whole. Where I look at Amy and Mirai, they're great wrestlers. I think all three are great wrestlers. where for me, I'm such a huge fan of Giulia, so I've become such a huge fan of the rest of Donna Del Mondo, and
Mhm.
so I look at them and I'm not as I don't know, it's just a personal feeling, I guess. But it's
That's
a
fair.
great match overall by all the women. They all did such a wonderful job. Um,
Mhm.
there's you got through pretty much everything. There was Ami got this a spinning Samoan drop to Giulia, and then followed up right away with a Blue Thunder bomb, and then all the women just smashing into each other, and with Syuri and Giulia in the end just kicking each other in the head, and then
Mhm.
all six of them are just laid out in the ring. Absolutely phenomenal. And then I got to give a shout out to the gear in this match,
Mhm.
especially with Giulia. Her red and black gear looks so. I literally wrote love, love, love the red gear on Giulia,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
Syuri going back from the pants, going back to the shorts, and then doing the purple with red looked really, really good. I
Mhm.
really liked the colors, and then Maika's gear every time. Come on, she's a samurai, man. It always looks so good.
Mhm. I
Yeah,
mean, Maika
overall
to me can
wonderful
do no
match.
wrong.
Yeah,
Little girl crush on Maika, not gonna lie. She got wrecked a lot in that match too. She took a
yeah.
lot of punishment in that one, but she kept getting back up. It's the
Yeah.
samurai way, right?
So before we move on to the next night of the cards we're going to talk about, I want to give a big shout out to Rogue Energy, our sponsors. Down the bottom right corner there, you can see the QR code. Scan that; it'll take you to rogueenergy.com. Use the code OLEPODS for 10% off your order, or go to rogueenergy.com. Same thing, and check it out. I did not bring my water bottle down. I do not have my Mina Shaker Kawa with me, but soon enough we'll be able to see Mina again. Thank you. But yeah,
Yay!
and check them out. They have great products. If you're in the United States, they have cans now you can order.
Mhm.
So don't even have to mix it up. But dude, there's you get the shaker and you get 6 samples with it. Absolutely wonderful. Everyone I've tasted so far has tasted absolutely wonderful. So please check them
Mhm.
out and support them.
Mhm. 100% give them a check out.